With the prayers up, please. The heart of the perfection of wisdom sutra. I prostrate to the Arya triple gem. Thus did I hear at one time. The Bhagavan was dwelling on massive Vulture's mountain in Rajagriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Bhagavan was absorbed in a concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom and beheld these five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then to the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara. How should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that. And the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of profound perfection of wisdom would look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty. Emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are emptiness, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on, up to and including no mind element and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the endpoint of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly completely awaken to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared. Ayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Soha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage. It is like that. It is like that. Once you practice the profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated, even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan, having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokitesvara, and those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Bhagavan. Short mandala offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, four continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakamneyatayami. Taking refuge in generating bodhicitta, once in English, twice in Tibetan. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye Chodang Soki Chodnam La, Jangchu Badu Dagni Kyapsu Chi, Dagi
Jebe Chonam Ge, Ndola Penche Sangye Drama Shu.
Sangye
Chiao Da Tu Ji Chiao Na La Jiang Che Ba Tu Da Ne Jie Su Che Da Ge Chen Yi Jie Be Song Do La Pen Jie Sang Jie Ru Ba Xiu Sang Ni Chiao Da Tu Ji Chiao Nam La Jiang Che Ba Tu Da Ne Jie Su Da Ge Ji Song Jie Be Cong Nam Ge Do La Pen Jie Sang Jie Ru Ba Xiu Gang Ge Tu Zhen Ni Su Ne Da Wa Dang Jie Ba Me Jie Dan Bi Chen Ne Dan Jie Ba Kong Dan De La Cha Ca Lo 当年你接送等区别了，间接上这康健等这个相当的，现在加上了所安的实行的那个小，安保了一个大流单的这个这波他们给那当主要空间上见到吧，他们这个都大给见到。So today's our topic is how to be our own therapist. So yes, everyone I hope everyone know this. Buddha said that all sufferings come from desire for our own happiness. And the perfect Buddha are born from the intention to benefit others. Therefore, to truly exchange our on our happiness for the suffering of others is the practice of Bodhisattva. From the beginning's time, our mothers have cherished us. If they now suffer, what good is our own happiness? That means, we need to do something for others, other mothers and champions. We need to practice for others and champions, dedicate to others' happiness. Therefore, in order to liberate limitless numbers of sentient beings, cultivate bodhicitta is a practice. The perfect Buddha, the source of benefit and happiness, arises from practice the genuine Dharma. All sufferings come from the desire for our happiness. So we should be aware this is the cause of our suffering and what is the cause of happiness. So today, actually, first we should, we should know that the Buddha is our best teacher, Dharma our best really protector, and the Sangha is our best friend, also Dharma companion. We should understand, okay? Whatever, today I will talk a little bit about refuge. Through the practice refuge, how to be on our terms. So first we should know that the Buddha is our best teacher and best life guide. And the Dharma, our best real protector. Dharma is a real protector. And the Sangha is our best Dharma friend or Dharma companion. And we should realize that the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha are our best object of refuge. First, we should realize what is object of the refuge. Dharma and Sangha, what is Buddha, Dharma, Sangha are our best object of refuge. Okay. And that means, this means that first we need to realize the object of refuge very clearly. First, we need to realize the object of refuge. Okay. Second, we should realize the main cause of refuge. What is the main cause of refuge? First, we should understand about and realize, object of refuge. And second, we should realize also understand about main cause of refuge. Okay. So we need to realize this. We need to realize the suffering of the three realms, and it's the suffering of the hell realms, the suffering of the hungry ghost, and the suffering of animals. Okay, this is a cause of refuge. First, we should understand about suffering of samsara, suffering of three states, suffering of animals, suffering of hungry ghosts, suffering of animals, hell realms. This is one cause of refuge. And we should also realize the suffering of this entirety of samsara, whole samsara. We should realize the suffering of the whole, suffering of samsara. And do not just a part of suffering, just like the headache, suffering of headache, suffering of cold. Not like that. We should realize, the suffering of the entirety of samsara. And we should realize that another cause of refuge is because there are two kinds of cause of refuge. Okay, the first is the suffering of the whole of samsara, and another one, the most important one, is our faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and the power to protect us from suffering. We should believe, have faith that they, have the potential to save us from suffering. This is one part. This is one one of cause of refuge. Okay. First, we should realize object of refuge. Second, we should understand, also we should realize a cause of refuge. There are two different causes of refuge. Okay, one is realize sufferings of samsara, and once we need faith. It's our faith in Buddha, the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and their power to protect us from suffering. That means we should believe, have faith that they have the potential to save us from suffering. This is very important, cause of refuge. So that means is to realize, the cause of refuge, cause of refuge. After that, we need to practice refuge, and then we will start to recite in the refuge prayers. In Tibet, we say Lama Zopa. Lama Zopa means take refuge in Guru. Sanjala Zopa means take refuge in Buddha. Chola Zopa means take refuge in Dhamma, and take Gendula gesture. Gendula gesture means, there's to take refuge in Sangha. Okay? In Sanskrit, we say Guru Sharanam Gachami. Guru Sharanam Gachami. Dhamma Sharanam Gachami. Dhamma Sharanam Gachami. Sangha Sharanam Gachami. This is, refuge. Sharam means refuge. Gacha means, go for. I go for. In Sanskrit, maybe this is for us, maybe. Lama Lajas, Sanja Lajas, Chicho Lajas, Gindu Lajas. This is quite difficult for you, In Sanskrit, Guru Sharanam Gachami. Buddha Sharanam Gachami. Dhamma Sharanam Gachami. Sangha Sharanam Gachami. This is, take refuge. In Sanskrit, Sharanam means refuge. And Gachami means go for. That means take refuge, Okay? So, of course, the first Buddhist step on the journey to enlightenment is taking refuge, called in Sanskrit, Saranam, in Sanskrit, and in Jamdro. Jamdro is in Tibet, Jamdro. Jamdro. Jamdro is Sanskrit, Saranam. So whatever, to take refuge with the Guru and Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, with these recitations. Lama Lajas, Sanjala Lajas, Chola Lajas, Gindu Lajas, this recitation or maybe Sanskrit, Guru Sharam Gachami, Buddha Sharam Gachami, maybe. With this recitation, we should visualize white nectar coming down on our, crown from the, Guru, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. As I mentioned that before, practice, what is a purification practice, same. When we recent, recent refugee prayer, Lama Lajas, Sanjala Lajas, Chichola Lajas, Gindu Lajas, or maybe I take to refuge. I take to refuge with, I take refuge with Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, or this, repeat again and again. With these recitations, we should visualize white nectar coming down on our crown, from the Guru, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, with their body and speech, mind. This is very, very powerful practice, okay? When we, recite some refugee prayer, then we should visualize, nectar coming down and from Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and from, speech, body, speech, mind. And we should then, realize coming down, of nectar from the Guru, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and the nectar enter into our body from our crown and cleanse all our bad karma and bad karmas and all the delusions and all the disease from our body and from our mind, from our speech. This is very powerful, okay? And through this way, we can be on our third state. Recent, refugee prayer. In Tibet, very easy for us. Lama Lajas Che, Sanja Lajas. Lama Lajas Che means take refuge with Guru. And Sanja Lajas Che means refuge, take refuge with, Buddha. Chola Lajas Che means, take refuge with, Dhamma. Gendula Lajas Che means take refuge with, Sangha. And recent this mantra, and with recitation, this recitation, we should visualize many, many different or wide, different. Sometimes we should visualize white nectar better. Well, many white nectar, come down from Buddha's mind, from Buddha's speech, Buddha's body, and enter into our body, and cleanse our clear away, our body, what is our bad karmas and all the delusions and all the disease from our body and mind, speech. We should visualize all the problems, all the negative karmas, all the delusions. Delusions, is a black color. We visualize black color, come out this, with the black water. This looks exactly the same, as cool black water, cool black water. It is just the pure darkness, very stone darkness. And this black water goes into the mouth of, king of death through the underground. We should visualize this, with recent prayer, refuge prayer. Then the king of death will be satisfied and very happy within it. He will sleep with satisfaction with, so no more harm to us. And we will not have any more obstacle from the king of death. So we now, our body, speech, mind has become, transparent, very, clear, very pure, and transparent. And, fully defined from all the negative emotions, obstacles, problems of disease. This is very important. And, defy all the, root of the ignorance. So this is, very important when we practice refuge. First we realize and understand about 3 objects of, refuge, or maybe 4 objects of refuge. Same, Guru, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Okay? Actually, in Sanskrit, only 3. Maybe, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Okay? But in Tibet, 4. Guru, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Okay? But Buddha and, Guru, same. Okay? Buddha and Guru, same nature, same identity. And actually Buddha and Dhamma are always one person. But why we take refuge with, Guru? Because Guru is most important and most Guru is, more grateful than Buddha for us. Because we, can receive Buddha's teachings from our Guru. Directly we receive from our Guru. Because we didn't get a chance to receive teachings from Buddha. So, Guru is very important for us, very kind, more, grateful than Buddha. So we take refuge, with Buddha, also Guru, Lama gesture. But Lama and Guru and Buddha always the same. Always the same. Same quality, same nature. Okay? So we can't make a discriminate between Buddha and Guru and Buddha. After that, then we should recognize, what is the cause of refuge. What is cause of refuge? There are 2 different causes. There are 2 kinds of refuge, cause of refuge, okay? 2. One is realize suffering of samsara and suffering of three realms. And another one is, faith. We need faith, Buddha, faith in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And we believe in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. They have potential to save us from suffering of samsara. These are two very, very important, cause of suffering. Without cause of refuge. Without the cause of refuge, we can't generate, pure refuge. So that's why first we realize object of refuge. Second, we should realize, recognize, understand about cause of refuge. Okay, then we take refuge with Buddha Dhamma Sangha and recent, this refuge prayer and visualize, this visualize nectars come down, onto our, from Buddha Dhamma Sangha and into our body, and our body become very clean, and all the negative karmas, clears away from our speech, mind, body. Now our awareness, our body become very clean and like transparent, and purify all the negative karmas. After that, we need the visualization to receive all the good qualities from of all the gurus and Dhamma, Buddhas, Dhammas, Sanghas, as well as the qualities of the three, the body, speech, mind. Okay, finally, after take refuge, we need to visualization, receive all the good qualities of all of our gurus and Buddhas, Dhammas, Sanghas, as well as the qualities of their body, their speech, the mind. This is very important. Then finally, we should from that moment be under, there, get lie, guide us, and from there, from then on be held by, their compassion. Buddha, what is it? Buddha's compassion, Guru's compassion. So now I'm full of joy because I receive all the good qualities from Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and now moment be under your Buddha's guides, and from then on be held by Buddha's compassion and Guru's compassion and Dhamma, and Sangha. So now I'm full of joy, and I'm confident with myself, and I have full power of my mind. From today, I don't need to have any more doubts and hesitations that someone or some beings will harm us, or attack us, and we don't need to worry, don't need to fear, and don't need to be anxious, and stress, have any more stress, because now you have a pure refuge Now I have a pure refuge in, in our mind. That is the meaning of, refuge practice. This is meaning of refuge practice. First, we should understand about the three objects of refuge. Realize very clear and visualize very clear. And the second, we should understand about cause of refuge. There are two different cause of refuge. There are, two kinds of different refuge, cause of refuge. Faith and realizing suffering of samsara. Okay? And then we, take refuge, practice refuge with, recitation. Lama just Sanjala just, or maybe Sanskrit or maybe English, reciting, this refugee prayer. And with, belief and with very pure faith in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And recent, Lama just Sanjala just, Chola just, Gindula just, with, with this recitation, we should visualize, many nectars come from Buddhas, Buddhas and Buddha Dhamma Sangha and Guru, and their, speech, mind, speech, body, speech, mind. And, this nectar come down, and, enter to our body from, crown and, clear our, cleanse our, all our negative karmas, all the problems, all the disease, clear, come out, everything with, black water, color water, black water, darkness, this, all the negative karmas, from our whole body come out and goes to, underground to, mud to king of death. And, actually, otherwise, always, this king of death, always open mouth to us, waiting for our life, waiting for our death. Through this practice, in this way, he will, king of death will be very happy, satisfied with, this practice, and, come down and sleep. That means, this no more any harm and from death of a king. So now we are, we can be very happy, enjoy, and, full of joy. And ours, our body, mind, speech already, very clean and become, transparent and, joyful, compassionful. Now, so we can be very happy and joyful and confident with ourselves. And, finally, now I become, like a disciple, like student of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And the Buddha Dhamma, be under, their, guidance. And from there on be held by, their compassion. So, now, so now we don't need to have any, more doubts and hesitation, and some bodies will harm us or attack us. We will don't need to worry, and don't need to fear, and don't need to be, anxious, or have any more stress, because now we have, pure, refuge in our mind. Actually, in us, according to Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist teaching, if you have really, a pure refuge, nobody can harm you. Nobody want to harm you. Human beings or non-human beings, or and we can be safe from everything. It's in our example, at least some dogs and snakes never attack us if you have refuge. If you have a pure refuge, really, and non-human beings, human beings, can't harm us, can't attack to us, and they can't harm to us if you have refuge, if you have a pure refuge. So this is very briefly how to practice refuge. So according to Buddhism, we need at least with 3 times practice refuge every day, morning, daytimes, evening, because we are Buddhist, because we have received refuge vows. So if we can't 3 times practice 3 times every day, we should practice once every day, morning, maybe evening. And as I mentioned that before, refugee practice is the best transfer. Best transfer. This is best, power. This, if you take refuge, before we die, this is best transfer, best power, self-transfer. Many India masters and many Tibetan masters said that. So this is we will do. This is not so complicated, According to our Buddhism, some practice is very complicated, isn't it? Some according to the Tantra practice, not easy, very difficult. But refugee practice is very easy, very, very easy. Anytime and anywhere we can practice refuge. We can check. We can, what is, from today, every day we take refuge, practice refuge. Then what we will have special feeling. Definitely we will get special feeling. More confidence, We can be confident. And we will have something really, brave, power, positive brave, and positive power, positive energy from the refugee practice. Every day, maybe 2-3 times, we practice like that. Definitely we can be our own, therapist. That means we can receive blessing from, we can receive, positive energy from Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And we can, purify our negative karmas and obstacles and disease, everything, clear away, make clean. We can, through this practice, in this way. So why we can't be our own therapist? So, actually how to be our own therapist means everything depends on ourselves. If you really practice hard, with seriously, you can be. We can be our own therapist. So everything depends on ourselves. With refugee practice, we can be our own therapist. And as I mentioned that before, we practice with, purification from medicine Buddha. We can be our therapist. And especially, if you practice emptiness, meditate on emptiness, you can be, if enough your that effort. And if you practice constantly, definitely we can. But unfortunately, it's not enough our diligence and our, effort. So we can't be our, own therapist. So I think, so this is practice refuge is very important because we are, Buddhist. As I mentioned that before, the first Buddhist step on the journey to enlightenment is, take refuge. Refuge is a door of, Buddhist teachings. And a trace, and a trace, for the Buddhist teachings at Buddhist practice. So if you have Buddhist, so now, whatever, if you have a pure refuge, then you can be Buddhist. Otherwise, if you don't have, refuge in your mind, you recite mantra, but still you are not Buddhist. You are born from Tibet, refuge or Buddhist family. Doesn't matter whether you're born from Buddhist family or not. The same. Either you don't have refuge, you are still not Buddhist. Whole life you recite mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, but still you're not Buddhist because you don't have refuge. So we need to practice refuge. It's very, very important. You have refuge, then you recite mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. This goes to Buddhist practice. This is Buddhist Dharma. So we need receive refuge vows, and we need practice refuge. It's very important. So when Lama Atisha, George Pante Atisha, he said that in Tibet, so many old monks, still not Buddhist. Atisha said that. Looks very, good monk, white hair with, monk's cloth, but still not Buddhist. Because that means, they don't have refuge. Because they don't understand, they didn't understand about, refuge. And they maybe they, never did any practice about refuge. So for us, this is very important, especially we are Buddhist. So whatever, today I talked about, refuge very briefly. Main get 4 points. One is, recognize object of refuge very clearly, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And we should recognize or understand about what is the cause of refuge. There are two kinds of refuge, cause of refuge. One is faith, one is, realize, understand about suffering of whole of samsara. And, we feel, something get feeling, fear to, feeling of, suffering of samsara. This is the main cause of refuge. First, we realize the suffering of samsara, suffering of three realms, and then we try to, get something feeling, fear of, suffering. This is the main cause of, refuge. And then we take refuge and recent, something refuge prayers. Lama just Sanjay just, or maybe in Sanskrit or maybe in English. This repeat, we recitation, maybe 100 times, more than 100 times, maybe 300 times recent, with meditation and visualize nectar comes. Many white nectars come from Buddha Dhamma Sangha, speech of Buddha Dhamma Sangha, speech, body, mind. And we receive this nectar into our body, make clear, clean our body, mind, speech, and all the negative karmas come out and, clean this away from our body, mind, speech. And our mind, body, speech, become very transparent. And purify. And now it's, we receive all the good qualities, blessing, energy from Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and clear away all the negative karmas, all the problems, all the obstacles. And so now we are very happy with this practice. And now, I'm become, what is one flower of Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and now I'm under the Buddha's compassion and the Sangha's compassion, Buddha Dhamma, under their guides. So, this is, very briefly practice of refuge. So now maybe I stop here. Anyone on the Zoom? No? Yeah. Okay. Have any question and want to ask any? Yes, sure.
Bodhisattva refuge, can that take the place of regular refuge?
Bodhisattva vows?
Yes. Where you go for refuge to the three jewels, you confess all your negative actions, and you go through the whole list, and
purification.
Refuge.
That means purification. Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Yes, sure. yes. But actually, this we need to take this Bodhisattva vows based on refuge. Okay, first you take refuge, then you take Bodhisattva vows. Okay, this is very important. So, any question from our Zoom? No.
I don't think there's any questions.
No question? Okay, then we pray.
Dedication prayers.
Yes.
Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, I quickly attain the state of a Guru Buddha. Lead all living beings, without exception, into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow. May that which has arisen not diminish, but increase more and more. Long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, fearless teacher and assembly of the children, victorious ones, Travakas, Prayeka Buddhas, victorious low sign father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the offers of refuge of infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings, explanation and practice. You wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable Venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the glorious one's teachings, soul gave to which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings who suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, to the undeceiving truth of the blessings, the ocean of the three jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta, of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation filthy beam in glory from fortunate disciples.
Finish? Okay. Jisi nanga nempa tangruwa, jisi ne jipa tesi dani ne junen rui, donga sewa sho. Senje nepa jinye pa nyu dune le ta ju jin rui, nini ma le pa ta tun jo wa me sho. Incha to kolo je jabo to je to keba sambo sanje to kala kani de le te. Zumba jiri se la cha cha lo, mani pe mi. O mani pe ma, mani pe ma, mani pe ma, mani pe ma, mani pe ma. O mani pe me hon, jambe pa wo jita, chimba ta kundu sambo te ati si te ta kunju jisi da. Gewan te ta tam je ra to ngo. Thank you.